Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That
is blitz, bro. Nice blitz.
Working his way in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
You see that fool? I was looking down the avenue.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Off the play fake, Daniels. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 3 yards on the play. Counting down toward the midway point in corner one.
Oh, I didn't think that linebacker was going to pull up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Good read.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making. Now they've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Robinson with another carry, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
What made you want to watch this, honey?
Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback.
Did you take your congestion medicine? Your mark still in too?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Lawrence will throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a first down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Daniels. Short throw caught by Pitts. So yards there on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw is Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Here's Daniels. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun, it's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and it's set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Duvernay in motion. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. This flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Daniels looking to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Down at the 25.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To the air goes Daniels.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure.
Man, you get in there untouched, man.
One of the reasons they're down is
come on, man.
Though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example.
Make that make sense.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by
good game, bro.
Savage. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Steps away to his left.
Pick it, man.
A bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Yes, but I think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll run with ETN. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
One more time with ETN. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Travis Etienne, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And that final kick.